Okay, good evening. We're going to start with simple present and verb to be. The simple present is associated with the present tense. The present tense is when an action is happening right now. Okay, that was made on yesterday, July 4th. The to be. Do you remember the to be verbs? We have three: am, is, and are. The third ones you use to use with different subject pronouns. So always you're going to use with I, is with he, she, and it, and are you, we, and they. So you have to remember always that to do the sentences. Okay. In this moment, you're going to see the structure to do the sentence in positive, negative, and questions. In positive, we have to put subject pronouns plus verb to be, is, or are that we saw, plus complement. Okay, so we have subject, to be, and complement. Do you remember the subject pronouns? Okay, let's going to remember with me. They are I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. So all of them you have to use with the to be. Here we have an example. I am sick. So I is the subject, am is the to be, is are, and sick is the complement. Here is the contraction of I am, I'm sick, but it's the same structure. We have subject here, that is you, to be, is, or are, in this case are, and the complement. You are a policeman. And the contraction your. Okay. Continue. The example number 3 is she is lucky. Subject, to be, and complement. We are at the school. Subject, to be, and complement. And all of that are the contractions. I'm, your, she's, we're. Let's going to continue with negative sentences. Uh, the, the only thing that you have to put here is not near the to be because it's negative. So the structure is like that. Subject, I, to be, am, and next to the to be, is, or are, you have to put not. So here you have not and sick. I am not sick. Continue. Example number 2. You are not a policeman. Subject to you, are, is the to be, and not here, a policeman complement. The third example is she is not. She, subject, is to be, not, and lucky. We are not at the school. We, subject, are, to be, is, or are. To be, that is the to be verb, and not at the end, complement. And all of them that you can see here are the contractions. So I'm not, aren't, isn't, aren't. Okay. With questions. With questions, the only thing that you have to change is to put first the to be and after that the subject. Okay. Then the complement. So the to be first, is, or are. After that, the subject pronoun I, you, he, she, we, you, they, and the complement. So I am sick. I, subject, I, to be, am, to be, I, subject, sick, complement. Let's continue with number 2. Are you a policeman? Are to be, you subject, and a policeman complement. Okay, so we know how to do sentences in positive, negative, and question. And remember that all of that are in present right now. Okay, we have here more examples, and here you don't have the structure because you have to have in your mind. Okay, but all of that are the subject pronoun, and all of that are the to be. At the end you have the complement. So I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, subject pronouns, is, and are the to be, and the other things are complement. And remember that here in negative only you have to put not in order to do a negative action. So I am not sad. You aren't at home. Okay. In question, do you remember I said you that first we have to put the to be. So that is the to be, is are, and first is that. So are they happy? Is she rich? That's all. Okay, here we have some examples. I am happy. You are at the school. He is hungry. She is a nurse. It is happy. In negative, we have to put not. So I am not sad. You aren't at home. She isn't thirsty. She isn't a pilot. She isn't a small. Okay. We aren't late. You aren't teachers. They aren't noisy. And with questions, I read it. So let's continue. Okay. Let's going to put one example. As I said you, we have to put in real tense in this moment is the action, so that's why it's present. So we are in a webinar. That's the positive sentence. We are not in a webinar. That is the negative. And excuse me. And the question, we have to put first the to be. Are we in a webinar? And that's all. That's easy. Okay, let's going to ask if you have questions. Do you have questions? Can you tell me what is the difference between positive and negative according to the structure? Of course. According to the structure, the unique difference is that in negative you only have to put not. Okay, that's all. Another question? Hi, can you repeat which are the to be and what are they used with? Oh, of course. I can show you two. Okay, those are the to be, is, are, and they use with that. I with am, he, she, it with is, and you with they with are. That's all. Do you have another question? No? Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.